ਸੋ ਹੈਲੋ ਬੱਚੋ, ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ। ਆਪਣੀ ਜੇਈ ਮੇਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਸੈਕੰਡ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਫਿਜ਼ਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਉਹ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਸੈਕੰਡ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ, ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਨਿਟ 2 ਫਿਜ਼ਿਕਸ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਇਨ ਅ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਲਾਈਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਟੌਪਿਕ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਇਨ ਅ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਲਾਈਨ। ਸੋ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਇਨ ਅ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਲਾਈਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਕੀ, ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਔਰ ਕੀ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟੌਪਿਕਸ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕਵਰ ਹੋਣਗੇ, what is motion, what is momentum, what is inertia, what is concept of linear momentum, what is friction, distance and displacement, motion in 3D plane, velocity and acceleration, relationship between distance, displacement, acceleration and velocity, uniform and non uniform motion. So ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਆ motion. What is motion? Any type of movement which is happened due to any external force. The motion will be described as any kind of motion, any kind of movement that will be happen due to any external force. If we are applying a force on any object, it will move, and the movement is known as motion. So you can define motion that at any instant, any type of movement that is happening due to any kind of external force, that is called a motion. So second topic, that is momentum. It is ability of a body to move. So momentum, what is momentum? Momentum is basically, it is a ability of a body to move, that how it is moving. Is it in positive way, is it in negative way? That is all about the momentum. Inertia. So what is inertia? Inertia, it is a capability of body or a particle to resist motion, or it is resistance of a body for movement. So you can simply define it as, it is a resistance for a body that it should not move from a position. Inertia, you can basically say like this is you are saying this is a force and motion is happening in this direction, but if this body has no equal or more force than it require to move, then it is impossible to move the object, or it is impossible to move the body. For that, this is known as inertia. So inertia is, it is equal balance of forces. If the force magnitude is less, then body, it should not move. This is called inertia. So inertia is a capability of body to don't move. ठीक है जी, ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਬੋਡੀ ਮੂਵ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਇਨਸਟੈਂਟ ਤੇ ਰੁਕ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਰੁਕ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ? ਡਿਊ ਟੂ inertia. So next topic is concept of linear momentum. What is linear momentum? Linear momentum is, it is also known as straight line motion in 1D. It is a kind of motion, it is a kind of momentum that is happening linearly in a one direction only. That is called linear momentum. Friction. What is friction? It is ability of body to move on any other surface or particle when it is in contact with any other surface. Suppose if we have a box and a surface, so the friction will be happening there, on which it is in contact with the surface. Point of contact for surface. That is called friction. Distance and displacement. What is distance and what is displacement? They both are giving a value of length traveled, but only difference is distance does not follow any direction, but displacement follow direction. So it is a directional movement. You can say distance from here to here, it will be like this, here it will be like this, here it will be like this, but the displacement is the shortest distance. The shortest distance will be like this. So this is displacement A to B. This is displacement, this is distance, this is distance, this is distance. So motion in 3D plane. Motion in 3D plane. Each and every kind of motion will happen in 3D plane only. No motion is possible in 1D, no motion is possible in 2D. If you have any kind of motion happening around you, that is in 3D plane only. Okay, so motion in 3D will be, you can say, riding a cycle, a car, a bike, or movement of body. They all are happening in 3D plane. They're not just happening in 2D plane, because there is no 2D plane in real life, because 2D plane will follow xy, but nothing is possible in 2D. All things are possible in 3D only. So you have to remember that motion will always follow a 3D plane. Motion will not follow a single D. Motion will not follow a 2D plane. Motion will always follow a 3D plane. So next is velocity and acceleration. If we are talking about the velocity and acceleration, so how you can define velocity and acceleration? Let me write. So velocity is nothing but it is a rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So velocity will be equals to displacement upon time, and acceleration will be a rate of change of velocity to time. So acceleration will be velocity divided by time, u minus v by t. This will be delta s by t. Okay, so nothing is common in this, but the common thing is, if you change it in dimension formula, you just got a value of mlt, because this is rate of change of displacement and this is rate of change of velocity. So this concept is also done. This relationship between distance, displacement and velocity and acceleration. If you are finding a relationship, the only relationship is this dimensional formula, because distance is a kind of length travel, displacement is shortest distance, acceleration velocity and acceleration depend upon the displacement, because velocity is rate of change of displacement to the time and acceleration is rate of change of velocity to the time. So relationship is only the dimensional formula, because they all follow a criteria of length. This is the main relationship between these four terms: uniform and non-uniform motion. So if we are talking about uniform and non-uniform motion, uniform motion is a thing which is happening. Uniform motion is a motion that is happening at an equal interval of time, and the distance traveled by the thing will be also equal. Like a bus travel a distance 5 km in 2 minutes, again 5 km in 2 minutes, and 5 km in 2 minutes. So this is uniform motion, like this 5 km in 2 minutes, again 5 km in 2 minutes, again 5 km in 2 minutes. So starting point and end point lie between 15 km and the 2 to 4 to the 6. So this will be the average acceleration of bus. Okay, and non-uniform motion is like a bus travel 5 km in 2 minutes, 5 km in 5 minutes, 5 km in 10 minutes. So this is a point where this is 2 minutes, here it is 5 minutes, here it is 10 minutes. So distance is same 15 km, but the value of time will change from 10, 15 and 17 minutes. Here also minutes. So I hope these topics are clear to you, because these are the basic topics you have to learn before going to start motion in a straight line, because you have to solve expressions which are quite difficult for you. If you have the topics clear, then you can easily do the expressions, but if you don't have clarity of these topics, you are not going to solve these expressions easily, because this is going to be tough part for you. And I hope these topics were clear. If you have any kind of doubt, do ask me in comment box, and if you have any kind of query, you can ask me in comment box. I will answer as soon as possible. So thank you, have a nice day. This video will end up to this.